Hey Samantha, buenas noches. How you doing? Baudelio, buenas noches. Elsie, Yule, muy buenas noches. Iván, muy buenas noches. Hey Juan, saludos. I'm here, Samantha. Thank you for asking. Glad. Agent Orange, buenas noches. Eleri García, buenas noches. Ismael, buenas noches. Today was just one of them days, you know. Yeah, I talked to her today. She's gonna go check on that tomorrow. Agent Orange, gracias. Baudelio, igualmente saludos, gracias. Elsie, nah, my boy. Mal. We'll just leave it at that, you know. Jaime, muy buenas noches, saludos. What you guys think about the last video I posted? Did I sound too acá or? Vincent, buenas noches, saludos. How's everybody's day? I was supposed to do an episode on Chito on a personal note since he got brought out. I was supposed to do it beforehand, but I'll do it right after this. Yeah, Elsie. She was known to stroke Culiacan. That's awesome to hear. Jaime. Did you guys see my niece's post earlier? It's just, since I'm out here, my nieces they're all I have out here, you know, and I'm this close to covering the ends, you know. Mr. De La Cruz, buenas noches. Yeah, I was blessed to be able to go and at least say goodbye the last time she'll be here on Earth, you know. But I'm doing bad, my boy. Eric, buenas noches. Okay, you know, I'm gonna do my introduction on that channel. Hopefully today. Just bear with me, everyone. I should be, I should be in the hospital. Believe me, but I just can't. That fuck that bill. And I had some things like the motorcycle my uncle gave me. I can't use that. I also had some memories, some toys. I got rid of, and I'm so close to covering that up so that I'm able to get medical and be at zeros with them. Cause man, they check your temperature and they want to charge you like they did the sort of service. But yeah, Agent Orange, I try to be as clear as possible with that. Yeah, Mr. La Cruz, I had to. I was dwelling here, should I? Would I make it 6 hours? And I just say, you know what? Excuses are meant for, I'm gonna, and I just took off, and everybody was surprised to see me, I'll tell you that much. They were mad, really. They were like, what are you doing here? But, not to acá, but here in Mexico, I'm basically all she had, right? And I'm talking about material wise. She left everything. Her kids are, her two sons, they're in Seattle. So she left me responsible for, so I kind of needed to be there to sort things out, get things to where they needed to get. And, you know, I punched. I was just what they call, and I forgot what they call it here, but I was just basically her voice. She trusted me. She trusted that I ain't that individual, because she had a lot of people working for her, and you know how it is. But I made sure her kids tapped into everything, and I'm gone. Me personally, I would never benefit from somebody's death. But I was glad I was able to do that, come back, at least in one piece, right? Chile de García, muy buenas noches, saludos. Solo hay para adelante. Ánimo, ánimo, Eric. I was, everybody was surprised I showed up. I'll tell you that much. I'm being sincere too. Everybody was like, "Fool, you shouldn't be here," because one, my medical, and the other, I should not be there. You know, that's why I got there at 7. Was there, pay my respects. 8, 9, 10. I sorted things out, and I was gone. Before they figured out I was there. Jesus, buenas noches. Yeah, they have Jesus, many of them. But I go in and I see who they interview, what they've talked about, and you guys know I'm here for the message, and I don't want to associate the message with nothing shady, right? Nah, and I could hardly walk. That's the least of my thoughts right now. Yeah, Agent Orange, I know. It's like, well, I'll be sincere with you guys. She had about 2 acres, literally, on the beach. Everything, she owned a percentage of Telmex out here, right? But what she wanted me to take care of her land right afterwards. But I went and I had to sign it off because I cannot be in there. Where she has the land, I can't be there, period. Point blank. The minute people find out I'm there, so I signed it off back to her kid. I know of LC. Oh yeah, Mr. La Cruz. I seen it time and time again. I don't know, but I guess it's the mentality, human mentality. To me, ganging from somebody going is like you must not really like someone, right? Nah, LC. No, she told me she actually posted on the channel earlier that one. You guys know her, my niece Lila. I don't know if you guys seen the community post. Juan, buenas noches. 506 Gangster. ¿Qué huele, homie? Buenas noches. How you been? Really? How about right now? Could you check? She told me. I'm the muscles. Man, you should have. You should have. You should have told me all before that, man. Out of all Culiacan, I think them cats are. But Eastside, saludos. Yeah, yeah. He's trying to. I didn't say out bland LC, but there's a PC gang out there in Oklahoma, and he's trying to get them to work, which is scandalous because they got on the stand on them. It's like, how much can you bend your morals? You know what I mean? Well, we all know there ain't none, but Juan, it's a family request because I'm out here in Culiacan. I don't know if you're aware how it is out here, but and because of the stuff I used to do for the cause, just because I said, hey, yeah, it's just a respect thing out here, right? Believe me, I have one of them breathing things. The last thing I would want to do is wear this stupid mask. Believe me. Okay, I don't know. Channel's been acting weird lately. Yeah, it's weird. Agent Orange, I don't know, been acting weird, you know. Troll from T Fat. Big forehead? Literally? Homie shaved his head, but he had a big forehead? Yeah, one, but it's due to out here. If you're a warehouse assistant works in Mexico, I'm supposed to be in it, you know, I'll just leave it at that. Man, Mosca got whacked for many reasons, but one of the biggest ones was someone said Chato on Laverne was because he was recording his conversations, if you guys get what I'm trying to say. All that Republican, I believe, agent. Yeah, Eric, I did. AXB, saludos. Did that guy end up dying, H&R? Is that the one you're talking about? Oh, damn. Enemigo 818, saludos. Exactly, Eastside. That's the main reason, point blank, you know? He was spread out too far. They wanted what was his. Man, Mr. De La Cruz. Yeah, hi, man, that's what we're talking about. Eric, Bulldogs don't run with nobody. They run solos. Huh. Baudelio, this? My tinta? Let me see. I was always going to the hole, so let's say this arm. Let me see. Spooky did this. It was 99, 98, 99. I haven't tatted on me. The last time I tatted on me was, man, it was in Pelican Bay and it was with the pick. And it was just trying to fill in something. I don't know if you guys can see here, but up here, I have a 7 to 7 to try to fix with the pick. but fairly new now. You know, haven't tatted myself since 2010 was the last time I tatted on me. I started tatting on myself in 1990. Yeah, 1990. Oh, I wish I man I was feeling better. Yeah, Mr. De La Cruz. I thought I would start that channel off with the reason why I walked away, and then I'll do an introduction like this, and then from there I want to do a reaction. Do my first reaction on there. Yeah, Juan, Mexico is a whole different animal. What tinta do you have on you? Mine is almost all baby oil black cat, except for I don't know if you can see. Sorry for the lighting, but you see that sacerdote, that priest, that eagle turns into that priest, and the feathers. That's computer cartilage. We got one from the MTA, it's a blue one. That's why it looks a little bit more bluish than the rest. Just that the just that eagle and the priest. Ooh, hey, the juggler. I don't think so, Eastside. I think he's gonna maintain it. William, what's up, my boy? Muy buenas noches. How was your day? S1, great to see you. I was just wondering if you were okay. Eric, yeah. And Sinaloa in parts of Jalisco's territory. Just because you see Eric, you see Jalisco and Sinaloa, them Mayos, they're pushing back, believe me. They're trying to take over in different states like Nayarit, Zacatecas. They're trying to take Jalisco's out. I use the chess pieces. Oh, okay. That's some dark ink right there, huh, William? Rascal, saludos. Great to see you. How was your day? Ah, my pleasure, Baudelio. Nice ones, never late. My boy. Luis, my boy, muy buenas noches. Partial. I don't think it's gonna all come out to their benefit. Championship fight in Los Mochis. The championship fight in Los Mochis. Hell, see, sincerely, neither. Neither. They were the bosses of their own family. But that's what I was talking to the boy Luis other while back, right? Mayo and El Chapo, they're the ones out in public but they only run their factions. Sinaloa ain't a cartel like what you guys see, like for example, Jalisco, El Mencho, and no. Sinaloa is built by many, many families, and they don't receive orders by chapos, mayos, they're their own. I haven't heard about that, Mr. De La Cruz, but it happened. Man, a good drive eases the mind though, huh, Rascal? Triple A, what's up, my boy? Great to see you. I sent you a message earlier. I don't know if you ever got it. Last Saturday. Okay, I wasn't aware of it. Sorry. No, it wasn't Lalo. Mitch had, Mitch had checked in, and Woody was the one that got clipped. Yeah, I seen that, Rascal. Yeah, yeah, Agent, how Sinaloa is different. And I don't say it because I'm from Culiacan, but it's just different, you know. East Side, his memory, I sincerely, I don't know for a fact, but I don't think he's around anymore. Juan is because, point blank, is because of lymphoma Hodgkin's. I'm having organ failure right now. For example, I have not, I swear to you guys, I have not been able to lay in my bed for a month. I literally sleep as you guys see me right now, right here, like this, or else I feel like I'm dying if I try to lay down. But yeah, Juan, is because I'm struggling with Huskins coming back around. It's messing me up. I've had two brain attacks, four heart attacks, thrombosis in the lungs. Right now, I'm going through supposedly loss of blood, and it's just little by little, ahí va todo. LCI, I wanna watch it. Jerry, aquí seguimos, gracias a Dios. ¿Qué tal tú? ¿Cómo estás? Yeah. It worked for a little bit, Mr. De La Cruz. Like right now, before I started the live, I turned it on, so I'm able to talk to you guys, or else I can't breathe, right? And it holds for an hour, and then I have to shut it down for a while. But it's failing, but it's helping enough. So I'm thankful for that, Lou Gary. Oh yeah, agent. You see, I want to start the profiles legit, agent. You know, I've been like, but since we're talking, we got to talk about, we have to talk about El Coyote and the actual first betrayal that set the guidelines for Mexico. You know, a basketball player, okay. Yeah, Jerry, it should be, I think. In Azteca 7. I'm going to try to check it out. Yeah, he says, it ain't no joke, believe me. Right now, with this problem, literally breathing, I can't. My heart hurts and it's in my mind, I'm not dwelling on it because I trust God, but every time I try to walk, I can't breathe, and then my heart starts hurting. I'm like, damn, they repaired this. It's going to go out at any moment. But yeah, hell, see, everybody knew who Mundo was. Oh, and Netflix? Okay. That would be even better. Google Gang. Yeah, he said, man, God has given me so much strength. Mentally, I'm like, man, come on, just let me punch. And then I sit back and be like, nah, I gotta complete what you want me to complete. But believe me, yeah, AAA, I seen it. Yeah, I seen it. When you sent it to me, I seen it. Yeah, I see. That's why I sent you something right back that said that he wasn't it, right? He is. He's a big target, huge target. Yeah, Jerry, it is. It's a trip. He was able to wiggle out without getting caught. Yeah, Vincent, AAA sent me when it first happened. I seen it, then I seen that it was the wrong individual. Huh. Yeah, that's cool. When things like that happen, they have a gang of suspects. Yeah, I agree, Vincent. Yeah, he said it was. Jerry, I was with both of them in Corcoran. I was there when Mitchell he checked out, and when Woody got wet with no reason. At the end of the day, everything checked out that he was saying. Mr. De La Cruz, thank you for stopping in. I hope you rest well, brother. It's always a pleasure. God bless you and family. You know my prayers from the heart to you. A ranch, Baudelio. Right now, a typical day for me. Well, I'll tell you, a typical day that I used to be right in the ranch, Culiacan, was get up and make myself useful, right? Even though I'm like this, there's still things to do. You know, it's over 200 acres, so basically, I picked up the cattle from the entrance of the ranch and took them uphill, stayed up there, let them do their thing, then bring them back down to the entrance without saying too much, you know, and just enjoy. The last days was just war, though, you know. Woody is because basically they thought he was freelancing, but he was sending it to a Pili, right? And the vato that hit him basically wrote to check in, but could not get an answer, so he decided to move on Woody before Woody got moved, and he might have gotten away. But it came back that yeah, Woody he was he was blessing a Pili. He wasn't in the wrong, and then the vato that hit him eventually committed suicide. You know, Arturo, muy buenas noches. Oceanside, California. No. Oh yeah, I met a couple homies from Oceanside. You know your Pili Chino. At a pawn shop. Whoa. Hey, Triple A, I'm almost there, carnal. Me faltan 300 y ya voy a todo. Hopefully, I can take care of everything. El bill and get back on track, you know. In Oklahoma, Oakland, 5 people shot at a pawn shop. Damn. Yeah, be sincere. There's no comparison living in a ranch when it's calm, right? We don't have cows here in Bajo. It was a metaphor, you know. I don't really want to say it, but here at the ranch, we don't have cows. William, yeah, a lot of homies from Shelltown. Huh. LC, you believe him? I'm just gonna say this: Fox is in good standings. He did get put on the shelf, but as we speak, he's in good standings. His kids, Eric, and a gang of shooting. 8 años de sobriedad. Gracias, Arturo. Igualmente, great to see you. I don't know. I'm gonna be sincere. I don't know the history between Fox and that other guy, right? But other guy is just hating. I seen a couple videos people send me to check out that he's done on Fox, and he could say Fox did this, Fox did that, Fox is too open. The bottom line is Fox, he outstand him. He's in good standings. Had a lot more power than him. So whatever he says is he can't practically know. He's been a PC since 2001. I mean, 2002, excuse me. Yeah, AAA. Yeah, 6,000 pesos, $300. And remember, I don't know if I had mentioned to you that bike my uncle gave me to bring. I got rid of that. I had I had un chivo y unos juguetitos and that. I'm almost there. I'm almost, man. I'm hoping I could beat the deadline before the 15th. Cinco días. I don't know her, Eric. I know of her, but I don't know her. Elsie, I've never heard it. I never heard nobody call Fox that, but that's exactly what I'm saying, William. It's just hate. But I don't know why. From this same individual, didn't he say by his own words, correct me if I'm wrong, the minute he got made a member, he knew that he was going to drop out. The minute he got made a member, he knew he was going to drop out. So why is he hating? Yeah, Jerry. Yeah, that's a cool individual right there, puppet. No, they were just we were just talking that fool on that channel that dropped on 2002 hates on Fox so much. I'm not defending Fox either, but facts are facts. Yeah, Vincent, that's like me. I don't unless someone tells me like, hey, go check this out. I know, William. Oh, thank you, AAA. That's why my niece, AAA, I don't know if you seen on the community post, she jumped on because she's like, man, that deadline's just literally here, 5 days. That's all it is, Vincent, jealousy. Yeah, that's when I agree with you. My respects. I hope he gets a lot of people that go to him, cloud, whatever. But if you guys ask me, I'm gonna be sincere. From the inside, there's no comparison. Believe me. Exactly, William. Never should have. East side, that's exactly it. You know, that fool has sex charges before, in the middle, and after. Yeah, David, I'm pretty sure that old man's laughing about this guy. Huh, rascal. Man, I've never seen someone that dedicated to hurt, afterwards. You were around that time, Rascal, no? When when that cat he checked in and he was going prison to prison, literally having camaradas and everyone pick up charges. He will make sure, in prison it'd be different in every prison, but it all depends, Morning oatmeal, milk, egg. If you ever been in a prison in Mexico, Eric, there was love in the States. Believe me. It's international. Damn. The one thing positive in prison, I gotta say my word. That's one. My mom and my jefita, she raised me that a man needs to have. And your word is gold since I was a child, right? Same with my dad, grandpa. But in prison, it's all you have, right? And I gotta say, just being true to whatever comes out my mouth, Ah, Luis, it's just hate, my boy. Look, at the end of the day, I've done things this fool couldn't even imagine, even if you weren't good still. But all it is he outlasted him. He talks, he's funny, he's this and that. At the end of the day, he's still there and he ain't, right? Yeah, William, I agree. H and Orange, that's where government's wrong right there, Man, sorry to hear that, David. Chicken, 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 and ice, so all you heard about that, William? I'm telling you, a lot of people know this cat with this channel because of his funny charges on the streets, right? That's not all people. That's the reason why Smokey was really pressing that, and it was behind this cat because he didn't have the streets he had before he got made in prison on a celly. Meanwhile, in the shoe, and then after he locked it up, his first celly, he tried he tried to check the manginas too. Yeah, Luis. You know how the Federicos are. They're gonna try their hardest, and that's all this fool's doing with all these videos, putting them on blast. What do you think he's doing? Oh, that's great to hear, Arturo. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Rascal, remember that? All them avenues, everything. Not just there, he went down the line. Where do you seen him? Yeah, I know, a chicken or a king. Yeah, that's what the Federicos do, Luis, to not let you out. They let you fight a charge, beat it, and by the time they seen you're gonna beat it, they have a whole new set of charges lined up for you to fight. Oh, phew. William, for those that were around, that fool, he had gente. I gotta give him that in different prisons. He had people, but he made sure when he checked in, every one of his people had something. He could direct the feds to them to get busted with it, to make himself look good. We'll put it like that. Detective Cat, saludos. Ah, I wish it was better, but thank you for the wishes. It'll get there. Una de coyotas, yeah, yeah, it does. Like when I start, usually what only don't fall is my eyebrows because I don't touch them, but and it's the little red IV they give you a little red one like that. That makes your hair full and everything hurt. I don't know, Eric, but if everything goes good before the 15, una de coyotas, I should start chemo soon. Elsie, I didn't even know there was a shoe still up there. Yeah, rascal, kind of like that. It makes no sense, huh? Yeah, Luis, very sad, man. Yeah. William, it just makes no sense. How you gonna talk down on someone that outlasted you? It's just, but to each their own. Detective, I just hearsay. I haven't been there. I heard it's like, kind of like Pelican Bay, but I don't know, like 5, 10 times worse. East side, there's different levels though. Pelican Bay, I believe, has 180s, levels twos, one. I'm not sure, but there's different levels. What ropa you were in Corcoran? Ropa, Eric? Yeah, I heard, detective. Yeah, David. David, I don't want to put my foot up my mouth, but look, I'm gonna give it to you guys like this. There's a certain video where Fox is speaking to Mula. He don't even have the name right, right? He knows one of them is Mula, but anyways, there's a discussion on there. He paints it out to be a one way. If you choose to believe me, I was in TJ when that was going on, and that fool's full of BS. What he said has it's way out here of what it really was. Elsie, I wish I love him, but I can't no more. Yeah, Isa, I don't think he ever had it in his heart. Yeah, rascal. I just, yeah, but I see what you're talking about, and to me, it makes no sense, right? Yeah, detective, excuse me, cat. I know. William is, he's just going off. You know, he's just going off what the Federicos tell him to go off on. Is if you've been around and you know, the first 5 minutes he starts speaking, you know, he's going off of what the Verdes are telling him. That's why he has a gang abuse, William, because they associate him with it, you know. But yeah, David. Yeah, I know. Burpees. Yeah, rascal. Yeah, he said that's what it is, or or what they think is happening. But you know, Eric, yeah, definitely, yeah. Yeah, have some bomb tacos. Oh, excuse me a second. Let me move this a little bit. My favorite tacos, if I had to pick out of all of them, lengua. Huh, that would be something to see, rascal. Man, they would really knock it out the park if they ever did. Yeah, Detective Lengua, or I gotta give it to Lengua or Surtidito, you know. I like them, the carnitas, but the Michoacan style carnitas, you know. freshly out the manteca, and I like surtido, lengua, buche, and carne with a little bit of cuero. Oh, don't get me started. I can't touch that right now, detective. Give me a quick second, everyone. Let me take the batteries off this thing, see if it turns back on. Sorry, everyone. It just turns off a little bit. I I agree with that, Rascal. That's what actually makes sense right there. Yeah, 506. I can't eat nothing. Nothing, my boy. Cero. La dieta de conejo. Nothing pa verdes, fruta. Especially right now, you know that I can't be going in and checking up on myself. I'm almost there, I got 5 days. Hopefully I could make it. Yeah, David, that's all it is. Just hate. Oh, AAA. Man, I wish phew, ni coca, ni jalapeño. Damn, man. Yeah, there's some people that know how to make tripa real good. Because I like it for it not just to be real clean, but tostadita. Fry it a little bit with the salsas and everything. In Mexico City, I don't know exactly how many prisons there is, but man, every state has one or two. If you're talking in Mexico in general, yeah, tripita dorada, Luis. Yeah, like that, crispy. East side, I'm not gonna say. Yeah, I'll say most of them. They'll never admit it, but yeah. S1, he's not. He's Yeah, there's usually camaradas in every pinta in Mexico. And if not camaradas, there's norteños or you know from Texas, but you'll run into mostly norteños and camaradas. Yeah, detective. That's one thing they don't like. They don't like California. Period. Norteño, camarada, bulldog, whatever you may be, they don't like it. Oh wow. I didn't hear about that AAA. And I met a lot of good artists, right, camaradas, but it would have to be to two homies from 18, Bullet or Spider. They they were bad, on skin. S1, you used to be able to, it all depends, it's possible, but it depends who's on the yard, because you got some power hungry camaradas too, that they have a solid crew and most of them are lifers, so you know they'll send camaradas that don't need to go on missions. Okay, I'll check it out, AAA. But yeah, it's doable. It all depends on how the yard is, who's on the yard, if the yard's calm, if it only goes up in disagreements here and there. Because you hit a joint where it's war 24/7, it's difficult, Yeah, yeah. Nowadays, S1, I don't think so. I don't think so. I think by you doing that, you're gonna paint a target on yourself, or like William says, if if you have the bag, they'll protect you not to get in trouble. Believe me. Yeah, thief was is rough. Yeah, he said you tripped on that. How they didn't used to be like that, level fours, but man, I don't know. LC, I really don't know. They pushed their boundaries at one point, and barrios allowed it. And at the end of the day, camaradas barrios, they're the ones that gave them that power because they're not that powerful. You know? Yeah, he said me too. Because if we paint the picture, right, in general, let's just say NF, M, norteños decide to say, ¿sabes qué? Ya estuvo. Let, let's, let's boogie on this cat, right? How long would the NF last on the yard against, I don't know, norteños, period? Or vice versa, them 2, 3 M members on the yard, how long are they going to last with 100, 200 sureños on the yard? If sureño said ya estuvo. Okay, AAA, I'll check it out right now. Um, detect, it depends. It depends where you get hit at, but if you get shot, it will definitely have a stronger putazo. You get what I'm saying? I'm gonna say necessarily hurt, but that it's gonna stung you a lot more, you know? Yeah, Vincent. Sometimes when you get stabbed, you don't even feel it till afterwards, but shot too, you know? So pay off a fine. That mission, nah, I think it's just the wrong time to be speaking in favor, you know, of the president. Detective, maybe at one point, but now it's like, nah, real quick, William. Yeah, East Side, I understand that, but it ain't really the fear of the enemy. They fear other camaradas because they're the ones that's going to be, you know, going against the barrio they put the verde. Again, is the power the camaradas gave them, right? Yeah, Arturo. Yeah, William, it's about money everywhere. S1, exactly. That's exactly it right now. And it's been like that for a while. It is. It is BS. That Messiah, some of them, because again, there was a big fallout in that case with there's a there's a, there's a small faction and they're all from LA, you know. They're just living out there right now, but the ones that are homegrown or born, they're doing their own thing. They don't want nothing to do with them no more. Huh. William, I used to like that though, you know. I used to always say, you know, I'm willing to receive one if they allow me to give one, you know. Give me 5 seconds with somebody and then you could go ahead and get your 5 seconds with me. It's all right. But I don't think it's permitted no more. Huh. Detective Cat, man, everything between cholos from back in the 90s, let's say, to nowadays, the difference are everything. I think the only thing that maintains the same is claiming the same neighborhood per se, by name. But the Wiggles, the dress code, back in the days it was about carnalismo. If we had it, good. If we don't have it, we're solid with you. You know. Now is I don't care if you have it as long as I have it. I do what I want. Tell me type of thing. And not to be disrespectful, right? But the new era, me personally, back in the days on the streets, I see someone dressed like that, I will pay no mind to him. To be sincere, I'll be like, oh, look at that little gay fool right there. And I don't mean no disrespect, but it's just I don't know. It's different, right? Maybe because I'm a dinosaur, you could say that. But I started in '89, and those are for the '90s. Tell me, when would you be on your toes from somebody with skinny jeans, with a tight shirt, with spiky hair? And would you feel like you would have to be on your toes around them? I mean, the difference is big time and everything. Yeah, yeah, that's one. That's always good. You go do your time and you get out and you do you. At least in my book, that's respectful, right? I guess now different requests, different guidelines. It's hard to even do that, but it used to be respectful, right? You did your thing, you did your time. You're entitled to do you. Yeah, definitely a new thing. William, be sincere. I just don't see the game banging in it. I don't know if maybe I'm old time. I don't know, but do you see a gangster in skinny jeans and the haircuts and the earrings and you know the ring? Great to see you and buenas noches. Yeah, I wanna. You mean like in the background? They have a lot of people up there, Trojan, but big homie, I only know of one that was about to get made, but he got shot down. He got shot down in well, he got shot down in the Fed. Yeah, Agent Orange. And I don't mean no disrespect, but and then also that I mean I understand, when you have to go out there, I will play it during when you have to go out there. Let's say for example they come and do something to your homie, your neighborhood, then you have to boot up, suit up, get your little pedacito, and go take care of business, right? But in my days, for example, I grew up in South Park. That's a norteño neighborhood. But everywhere I went, even though we had whatever, you see Novato and you tell him like, hey, and you go knuckle up. Win, lose or draw. If you if you said no to knuckling up, that was a bad look for you, right? Nowadays, Ain't nobody knuckling up. Yeah, east side. Donald, I'm not gonna mention no names, but I know, take my word or not, I know MM members that are in Mexico that supply to fibers in California, literally. And I know eminent members that they supply northern riders in California. And they know who they are, but they don't mind. The thing is, they're going after them because them gangs are going after them first. Baulio, every day I wish I could work out, believe me. Just the other day I went to the doctor, 13 kilos I lost. And, I never been a fat individual, so everything I'm losing is nothing but muscle. Buenas noches, LC. 48 states, yeah. I agree with you, but I seen a big difference this time. Huh. Yeah. Yeah, sad, Luis. It is about money nowadays. Harden, saludos. Yeah, Donald. But you see, I'm not gonna say it's okay, but at least that's amongst them, right? But when they go out with them supposedly no goods and they're working hand in hand, and it's different. Yeah, detectives. It used to be fun. Either get lumped up or get sore knuckles. They are, William. They're getting brave in that sense, right? To start clipping casitas. Yeah, Tano. It's all behind the scenes. It's about feria, right? You think I'm gonna give you an example. You think an NF member, an MM member, a Northern Rider calls him from Cali and says, "Hey, I want 50 piece, and every Wednesday I'm gonna be getting 50 piece money up front." Do you think they're gonna say, "Nah, Charles, it's because you're no good"? Nah, they're gonna be looking at it like a little drop of water every Wednesday coming in of money, right? Yeah, that's one. They're funny like that now. Now it's about that dough. Yeah, it's one. Is the way things are. That's why I always say, in my videos, I know a lot of people think, oh, he don't even make sense when he says that. When I say, be smart, analyze things. don't take my word for it. Just analyze it and be smart. Do you really want to go down that lane? William, definitely. The way things are right now between NF and M, if a camarada moves on an NF member going down there to buy, he's done. And I guarantee you, if they don't find him, his hood is going to receive the blow. Everybody punched out. Hey, everyone, do I make okay conversation or am I a boring cat? Hey, yeah, that was YA, detective. That level title is YA. Juan, I'm born in California. I'm born in Santa Rosa, California. My dad's side of the family, my abuela, sus jefes, dad, tíos, everything, they're from Culiacan. My jefa side, they're from Cotija. Thank you, everyone. I was just gonna tell you guys, say, stay tuned. I'm gonna do this in this channel. I'm not gonna do that no more. I apologize. My word, my health been not allowing me to keep my word, so I'm just gonna say, stay tuned to both channels. I It's just this breathing thing, right? But my jefita's coming, and thank you again, H and Orange. Thank you, William. Yeah, straight like what it is. It's called, Leva. Triple A. If they put, well, you can answer me this. Let's say, let's just say it's a little pot, like in reception. They have this big holding tank. There's a holding tank of PCs. Accidentally, they're gonna put an M member there. Do you think he's gonna go in there and handle his business? Yeah, actually, AAA hooked me up with a nice mic, right? For me to start, I want to start setting it up. I just need to buy the, what is it called, the regulator? A little thing to regulate the sound. Which my plans were to do that H&R, and so just all this started presenting itself. And but anyways, I'm almost there, everyone. I only have 6,000 pesos left out of 360,000 pesos. I got 5 days to do it, so hopefully, so I could get at that chemo and start being able to move and get that medical back. That's what's kicking my butt. Nah, Juan, I think in the state. Yeah, just stay tuned. Yeah, detective, I have it's one I'm gonna be doing reactions. and touching in more on, well, yeah, detective is called, what is it called, everyone? Misreactions Rob, I believe. Because somebody posted the name, I'm sorry. Yeah, but it's Miss Dash Reactions Rob. You'll see the picture, you know. Thank you, Arturo. Hell no, AAA, he's not gonna go in there. He's right away he's gonna tap out. Hey, I don't belong in there. B, great to see you. How you been? Um, East Side, that's a hard one. That's a hard one. You see, up north, even though there's a peace street inside, there ain't one on the street. Unless the camarada checks in with somebody, a norteño, and he's taken along, then, they can't really say nothing like that. Yeah, William. Yeah, Jerry, I open it. It's going to be the reaction channel is here. I'll write it out right here. It's Miss. Man, I think it's something like this. I believe that's what it's called. Correct me if I'm wrong, someone. Juan, some pending things. I can't, get arrested at the border. William, I got rid of a bunch of stuff, my boy. I had a give a chivito, a motorcycle, and some other toys I got rid of, because for one, me and them never a good combination. I only kept a juguete of a camarada. We did a mission, well, he lost his life. That I will never get rid of. Oh yeah, that's one. Most of the camaradas are. But I met camaradas that not just physically, but mentally they're more solid. Thank you, detective. B, how you been? How's mom doing? Did I miss a question? Yeah, AAA. You you could you could go some with me. In Northern Cali is like nothing we see in prison matters in Northern Cali. It's war. There's no pauses. Yeah, Jerry, exactly. Thank you, Ancient Orange. Yeah, that's that GoFundMe that Ancient Orange just posted. That's the one my niece opened up. I don't know if everyone's seen that community post. My niece actually left a message for you guys. She wanted to come on here today, but I wasn't doing it through the phone today. Chalino son. Oh, Adan. Oh, really? I heard he was raised up in El Monte. William, I don't know if it's true. Yeah, East Side. No, C5. He's not. He went out with the bang. Believe me. All these things gonna die. Oh no, still has some battery. Slugstown. Jerry, you should do an interview with Slugstown. Oh, Slugs? My respects to that man, but I can't. Not because of anything, just personal. But my respects and my wishes so that he's successful in everything he does. Pato, gracias. Thank you for that. Yeah, I want to start doing. You guys ever seen, like, for example, I'm doing a live reaction right now with you guys. As we're live, I want to start reacting to things so that we're able to put it on the table and start discussing it, on the spot. That's why, if you can, do stop by and subscribe to reach that. Okay, to Paramount. Yeah, when I was busted, there was camarada saying he was out in El Monte. Yeah, that way they'll work. I'm sorry to hear it wasn't a good day, V. But I'm glad she's resting now. My prayers to you. Sorry to hear it again. Oh, okay, William. Yeah, I forgot who told me that Adan and Jesse Morales or something like that. No, I believe he used to be a homie. Slugs. He's a good individual, just a personal tip, of mine. Again, my respects and nothing but best wishes. But yeah, that's what I want to do. Reactions on that channel, a live reaction with you guys, so that we see something on the spot. Let's touch on it. Yeah, Jerry, I just want to live reactions on what's relevant with you guys. Former, my bad, not forever. Yeah, do hit the like, por favor. Yeah, he said it ain't. Not just in Frisco. For example, Salinas, San Ho, Santa Rosa, where I'm from. It's just not happening. At least in the streets. And it's okay. It should be understood. It's just game banging. For example, down south, let's just say North Hollywood boys and MS. They go inside. There's a peace treaty, but on the streets, it makes no difference, right? It's game banging. Oh, V. Yeah, best one. Again, he is a good man, you know. Again, my respects. I'm just not doing collabs for personal reasons. But again, I respect that man. Yeah, yeah, Rascal. That's how I understood he was. I don't know what county, but he was from Central California, no, or something like that. Paramount. Yeah, B's here. Yeah, but that's what I'm noticing right now. There's more conversation. I mean, it's always great, but I'm seeing it. Yeah, that's all we need to do is figure it out, Rascal. Cause right now, too, in my house, I'm here one day and then the next day, for example, I'm telling you guys I'm going to do you know, the Chito. It's a personal story. I could tell it to you guys right now like this, right? But I get off the live, I walk to the bathroom. Next thing you know, I'm on the floor dying, and but we'll get it together. I agree, Triple A. Huh. East Side, man, you would trip out. I've known, for example, one day, right, I walked up to the homie Spanky cell. He was celled up with a Sneaky from Santa Monica, and long story short, as we're conversating, that fools were uña y mugre, and Spanks was there for killing three homeboys of Sneaky, but they were like this in the system. I was like, oh hell no, I couldn't do it. Tulare, yeah, that's what I thought too. He was doing big things, C5 in Mexico, and literally he went out with the bang. You know, he checked in with the Federicos and clipped whatever he was in charge of. He threw down a lot of people down the pipe. Telen, muy buenas noches. Nah, you don't have to thank me. Again, my prayers go out to you. Sorry for the event she had to go through. I'm glad they were able to bring her back. I hope you have many, many more days of joy with her. No, V, I don't know. I seen people do it, but I was always caught up in different stuff. And Dailin, thank you for sharing, and I'm glad she's still with you. Yeah, on the streets is war. Yeah, everyone. I asked for another prayer for Dailin's mom to better up. God is amazing. He hears. You see, he works through prayer. I mean, I'm a perfect example of it, right? Me, I only went to junior high. I got expelled in junior high, but I went to Matanzas, then Doyle Park, and then from there I went to Santa Rosa Junior High. About a week, and I got expelled for gang violence. Yeah, V, they do it a lot in Mexico. I know exactly what you're talking. They do dogs too. I don't know if you ever seen them of the same material. Buenas noches, Taylene again. Thank you for sharing. I'm glad mom's still with you. Linda Vista San Diego. No, I didn't. Yeah, Rascal, they have them out here. They have them out here. They make. I know exactly what you're talking about. Let me get one together for you. For for your sister. I'll try to get one for you in the next few days. Next stop to the hospital. I'll try to work it for you. Yeah, he is, Rascal. Janet, everyone, if you can tonight, just put Janet in your prayers, just for a long life to come. Yeah, huaraches in Culiacan, sandalia, everything. Well, everyone, I think I want to let you guys rest already. It's almost 10 here, so I could record for you guys. Also, my niece is calling me, so do please go check out the community post to see her message. If you could do me a favor, working man, saludos. 88 to Paramount Highway. Nosca 777. Buenas noches. Do please ask. I'll be here till you ask me the question. In mass shooting, Oklahoma. Damn. Thank you, Eric. Igualmente, cuídate. Little Topito from Venice also. Yeah, I heard of his son, but V, it never late. I'm just glad you're okay. Nazca, the homie from home. I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure. But I'm not 100% sure, but I think I heard that, yeah. Yeah, he said this was a great live. Sorry I hugged you guys for longer than I thought. Thank you, Vincent, for your prayers. B, my love to your mom. Thank you for stopping in. Thank you, Rascal. You too. I hope you have a great night. Also, everyone, do support the homie Rascal when his reaction channel. Go over there and just hit a subscribe or just stop in to say que Gracias, Daylin. Yeah, do please add the second channel. I promise I'm gonna get uh get on them. Just do bear with me. I'm hoping this is all over in this next 5 days. I lost 2 days ago when I was in the hospital 13 kilos since I hit the hospital in Guadalajara. But I'll gain them, if God allows it. I know who you're talking about, Nazca. I believe so, but don't quote me on it. How about we do this? I'm in touch with someone, no names needed. Let me ask and I'll verify it. For the next live, I'll have an answer for you. Luis, buenas noches, my boy. Gracias for stopping in. Arturo, buenas noches. Yeah, B, I know. I've never been a fan of which was as muscle, but you'll see. I'll gang it. I'll gang it soon. Jerry, buenas noches. Thank you for stopping in. Be against my love. I won't let you guys rest. Thank you as always. My prayers and love to everyone. Buenas noches. Yeah, Noka, I know who you're talking about. I know who you're talking about. You were there when they got him? But anyways, everyone, Rose, buenas noches. Leonard, muy buenas noches. Yeah, sorry, everyone, I'm about to punch out because this computer's going to die and my niece keeps calling. It might be something. You could say that, V, but it was just part of the wiggles. William, igualmente, blessings, buenas noches. Rose, my love, buenas noches. Again, everyone, do check the post of my niece in the community post and support the homie hangout. Oh, stay tuned on the other channel. Again, muy buenas noches. My email, I'll leave it, and with that, I'll go. That's my email. Luis, I'll send you the link. I opened up a reaction channel, my boy, as I mentioned. It's called Miss Dash Reactions Rob, but it's just gonna be a reaction channel to certain things I showed you behind the scenes. Thank you, Ancient Orange. All right, everyone. Buenas noches. I know I always go, 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 and never go. S1 chews me out for it. I love everyone. Rest well.